What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Apologies again for skipping a live. I needed to record a video. We have issues with YouTube. It's not technical issues from our part because that's already sorted out. It's YouTube, and it's sad, but it is what it is. I hope I get it figured out this week so we can start doing lives again. Uh, but we're gonna do the match reaction or the match breakdown as we usually do the day after. This time it's just pre-recorded and it's 2 days after. But anyway, it's gonna be as good as always. With me is Norbert. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing well. Let's break it down a little bit.
Yeah, because we won. We won. Actually, we should like. I wa- I'm excited, by the way, but I'm sick, so it won't come across as excited. But we won. I predicted a win. Predicted 1-0 because I thought it was gonna be closer. But I said we need to beat Lazio because we have a better squad. We're a better team than Lazio. You need to beat Lazio at home, and we did it. But we did it in a fashion that it it, yeah, it shocked me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, and not the not 5 minutes or 10 minutes. What shocked me was the balance we had throughout 90 minutes. That's what shocked me the most because that's a big issue, and that's what Allegri said after the game. He said this is the best game because we had balance throughout 90 minutes. But what do you made? Just the 90 minutes in a whole. What do you made
Yeah,
of that?
I predicted a 2-1. By the way,
Yeah, I saw
um,
that.
yeah. So none of us predicted the exact score. It completely shocked me. I expected something like, okay, let's press the first, I don't know, 20 minutes. Hopefully the first half, and then maybe we can win or something. But from the back line all the way to the top, everyone was good. um, and I love Gotti. I want to see him every game. I don't want to never want to see Sandro again. This backline together is really solid. Uh, Immobile had no momentum at all. He was angry the whole game. He was really marked most of the time by Bremer and Gatti together. Um, and the midfield was really good as well balanced. Rabiot played an interesting style where you didn't really see him too much. I mean,
No,
maybe I missed him. Um,
no.
but Miretti was amazing. He ran into space really well. And man, Locatelli. A few weeks ago, I said that I don't want to see him in the starting 11. I didn't trust him, and he had two good games now in a row, one in the national team, and yesterday as well. He was really solid, and we will see if he can be consistent, because that was his main issue always, so if he can keep it up, I don't mind him being a DM for now. He was really good, and the top, wow. Vlahovic again, 2 goals, and Chiesa a goal, a really nice one. Um, so I'm shocked. Lazio didn't have a momentum. They had that lucky goal where Cambiasso lost the ball. Um, but I don't know. But other than that, they had some corners. They had some chances, but not too much at all. And at the end as well, if Vea scores, then
Yeah, that was. But let's go from start to finish. Um, I thought like the idea of the game, the way we started the game was spot on. That's what it used. That's what it should be, especially at home. I don't care if you play Empoli at home, Lecce, or Inter at home. That should be the idea because we're good enough to hurt teams. Like we're good enough to do this against any opponent in Syria, at least at home. And we were on it from kickoff. Like we were on it, and the first I'm gonna say the first the first 20 minutes we were suffocating them because we were winning that ball up high. The intensity was insane. going into duels, like everybody, no, nobody was, excuse me, nobody was scared. Nobody was like, okay, I'm gonna hold on, hold back now a little bit. I'm not gonna go into that channel. It was just in it, in it, in it. And Lazio had absolutely no idea what to do. You know, I think they were surprised a bit,
And
especially because we kept up with it for that long, like that amount of time. And the big difference is, before they knew, they were down 2-0.
yeah,
It went quick. Like it was like that first 20 minutes, they flew by. Like it was quick. It was just get in there and basically close out the game. Because that's what we kind of did. Like after a 2-0, I never had a feeling that, excuse me, I never had a feeling throughout those 90 minutes that, yeah, Lazio are going to come back. Even after the goal, I was like, okay, just settle in again, do your thing, and it will come good. You know, it will come good. Even if that Vlahovic goal didn't came 3 minutes after the Lazio goal, I was like, just stay calm, kick in again, and you're better. You will get it done. And that's what they did. And that was impressive for me because we've seen it first half against Udinese. We've seen nothing from that against Bologna. And actually, throughout 90 minutes, we haven't seen much of that against Empoli as well. Like, we were in control, but Empoli, as you can see, because they're playing Roma, they're extremely
yeah,
poor, you know? But that was 90 minutes, big time. The only issue I have was you can switch off. Like, not switch off. You can drop intensity, but you cannot gift a team to get back into the game because Bremer played a horrible ball, like, and he kind of screwed Cambiasso there because
yeah.
Cambiasso, like, he, he, he was kind of screwed. You cannot do that because there
It's
was
too
no
tight.
issue
Yeah,
at like you were in total control. Now, if that was an Inter game or whatever, like a different opponent, it could turn. It's a good thing it was Lazio at home, and they weren't poor, but they weren't great as well. But overall, I'm actually I'm shocked. Like I'm actually shocked from what I've seen because it was balanced.
and
And
we had 12 men on the field. That's also something that
yeah, that
gives
was
some
I,
power from the beginning.
I cannot believe. Yeah, like the fans, like it helps. Like again, you're not gonna turn average players or World Cup class players if you have a stadium pushing, but it gives you something. And like it's not me, it's the players saying that. You
Yeah,
know, they've come out and like you need him. You absolutely need a stadium that is pushing you and gives you that extra energy. You know, even when you're tired and you're like, you know what, I'm still gonna make that run because they're pushing over here. And if I don't do that, I look like an ass out here. Like it is what it is. But
yeah,
that did
and
help.
and
Like it helped.
also it wasn't even perfect. I mean the fans.
No, it's still an issue. It's still
Yeah, it's still an issue, but I heard it. It wasn't perfect, but it's still the first step.
it's the first time. I
So
think
yeah,
the key thing was Allegri saying after the game, it's not just the fans. Like it's everybody who needs to push for it now, and he's talking about the club. Like it needs to get
yeah,
resolved quickly because a few years back, 2 years back, it was just that portion, and a big part of the fan base was like, "Oh, shut up, shut up, shut up." But now it's come to a point where even like the big part of the fan base that's sitting around other places in the stadiums are like, "Okay, we need this. Like we absolutely need this because it's gonna help us. Like it's gonna help us win games that are extremely frustrating and it's 0-0 and we cannot break down, I don't know, a Lecce at home or whatever. It will
or
help
against
you.
Inter, for example.
Or that's what it is. Like you need to hold on to a score against Inter, you know, at
Yeah,
home. You're clinging on to a score that will push you. It will push you, and it's good. I thought when you said the 12th man, I thought about the ref
no,
because they they didn't speak
silly.
after the game, and I was like, if some
That's
like
so silly.
if one team should have not spoken, it was us because it took it took almost 180 minutes before he pulled up a yellow card for Lazio, and he could have handed them in the first half a couple. It was ridiculous, you know. It was ridiculous. So it is what it is. Like they don't know the rules. That's not our problem. That's their problem. Like I don't know what to tell. I thought it was out as well. Like when Vlahovic scored, I was like, it's gonna count. It's gonna be
Yeah,
called back. Then I saw the replay. I was like, okay, it's not conclusive. Like it could still be hovering above the line, and as you
and
cannot
then I
prove
saw the
it,
picture. Yeah,
as long as you cannot prove it, the goal stands. You know, it is what it is. If they called it off, before that ball went in or like whatever, immediately I thought it would be called off because you cannot overturn that as well. So it is what it is. They would don't want to speak to the media. Fine, we did that after the Salernitana game, and that was just that was the most banter thing you will ever see. Like they missed the player completely. Like, and then Gravina came out and said like, these things happen. I'm like, no, but whatever.
What things?
Like
The
missing
ball was in.
players. No, I thought about Salernitana, but whatever. Um,
Oh yeah,
enough about that.
McKenny. Oh
That
my
was
God.
the player I was gonna mention because I slated him, and I thought it was right because he was playing poorly, and not just I get he's playing out of position, but he was missing like controls, first touch, misplacing passes, like like very basic stuff that makes me think that okay, that has nothing to do with playing a different position. It's just come on, keep your head to it. But he was excellent, everything in possession, defensively, making the runs, intensity. He was perfect. And I gave him credit in my player ratings, and I will do it again because he was perfect. And I questioned before the game, like, what's up with Weah? Because they both kind of went on to the national break. So you cannot say, oh, one is tired, one is not. But as of now, I think McKennie is the first choice for Allegri, in my opinion.
As long as he plays like that, I don't mind. Um, but I was shocked when I see the starting lineup and I saw
Yeah?
McKenny and and Kostic. I was like, oh no. Kostic did he do anything? I
No.
can't really
I
remember.
gave him
No, I
a
don't.
I gave him a 5.5. I thought he was the second worst player on the pitch.
Yeah,
Defensively was okay, but like
yeah,
I don't think he even had a cross or something. Like he was extremely
yeah. No,
anonymous.
I can't remember. Yeah. So yeah, as long as I don't know, Cambiasso starts there, and on the other side, whoever plays better. And right now, McKenny plays better, so let him
Yeah,
start.
he was brilliant. Like
Yeah,
uh, I'm not even talking about the assist because I mean it's an assist, but like Vlahovic needed to do a lot of stuff to turn that into a goal. Like, but still, it was good. And people think I hate him. I don't hate him. I'm actually extremely happy for him that he's actually turning it around. Like even before he went to Leeds, he had good moments for us. Like he had good games
yeah,
where we were like, oh my god, that's
and
solid.
goals.
Yeah. But I'm happy for him if he can turn it around and be you know impactful for us. Then good because we're gonna need anyone this season. So good. He was good. So credit to him. I thought the worst player of the pitch was Bremer for me.
Mm,
I didn't like what he was losing too many duels. He was getting drawn out. Misplaced a couple of key passes. Out of the three, he was the worst at the back. I have the same issue with him, but like he needs to find consistency because he has games where he's unbelievable, and then he has games where I'm like, you cannot drop off this much. We need to
yeah,
find the balance. But that's that. Um, Gatti, same thing. Solid. Sometimes it looks clumsy, but I know what it is. But he plays with a great confidence. It's
and
unbelievable. At times you're like, wow,
runs it. Yeah, and runs into the other box as well, like
that's
frequently.
yeah, that's a confidence. Like, and it doesn't look completely out of place. Like it looks natural as
Yeah,
well. But
yeah.
credit to him. Like you said, like there's no reason why Alexander should be in the lineup. Like no reason whatsoever. So let's see if Allegri will. Did Alexander went to international break or was it just Danilo? I thought it was just Danilo, right?
Just Danilo, I think. Yeah,
Okay, so maybe that's a good sign that you know what you were in training all week, but I'm gonna play Gatti and Danilo who came back 2 days ago. So maybe that's a sign. Who
and
knows? But I can flip it. Cambiaso was in training and he didn't play.
yeah.
So it goes both ways, obviously. But I will touch on Cambiaso in a couple of minutes.
One
Um,
more thing. Wait, one more thing about the defense. That why would Allegri touch this now? Like we just beat Lazio comfortably, and they need to play together. More and more time will Um, I, I don't
when I
understand.
saw
He
that
should really not
lineup,
touch it.
I was like, okay, like the way I think I find it's a bit strange, but that's just me. I was like, Kostic. The first thing I said, I didn't tweet it out, But the first thing I thought, I was like, okay, it's the same team. It's just Chesney coming in. I like that as well. Like, build. You need to build something. Like,
Yeah,
if I don't like certain players, fine, okay. But that's up to you to see. Okay, that's not working. I'm gonna change player X and Y and move a couple of games like this. So I'm fine. When I saw that lineup, I was like, okay, we play once a week. You cannot switch it up all over the place. We need to find one team
yeah,
and we need to play with that team. And then you can move pieces around here and there if you want. So I was perfectly fine with that. Like, if that's a plan moving forward, I get it. But that means if Kostic has two bad games, okay, now we need to switch it up, you know? Um, but what he did yesterday, I was like, okay, fine, same team. Let's see what they can do. And they produced. Like, they produced. So
so kudos to Allegri, I guess.
yeah, yeah, I'll give him credit. Like, it should be natural. Like, you play once a week, just play the same team and build something. Because last season it was, like, waiting for the lineups. It's like 3, 4 players different.
Yeah,
Like, not
yeah,
one.
it's
It's like
insane.
it's a lottery. But if he keeps this up now, because we will be better if we play one team and don't mix it up a little bit. And I did my preview, my ratings, excuse me, and I said Milik and Keane when they came on, good. It was like 10, 15 minutes. They were good. They were like, very good. Hold up play, everything was good. I'm like, too bad for them that Chiesa and Vlahovic are on fire, and we play
Yeah,
once a week. So you're not gonna play. Like, it is what it is. We will touch on them, but yeah, for that part, I do give him credit. Um, and I will give Allegri more credit if we keep up this balance, in performances, and we don't have like extreme highs and extreme lows, because that's an issue. Um, you touched on it, so I'll pick it up. Um, Not a Rabiot, because I agree. I thought it was very anonymous, but like, it was just okay. It was anonymous, but I think that's what Rabiot, like, he will pop on your screen if he scores. Like, other than
yeah,
that,
yeah, yeah.
you don't have a feeling, is he playing? But I know what he offers to the team, or like, I know what his job
A
is.
lot of
So
work what he's doing. Like,
it,
just you just can't see it.
yeah, it is what it is. I get that. So accept it. I want to talk about Locatelli and Miretti, obviously,
Mm.
because personally, Miretti, I thought he had a much better game, not movement wise, but like finishing. Because in my opinion, he kept it simple this time. He
Yeah.
kept it very simple, and it looks much better. And I think he needs to do that for a couple of games to grow into it, because this might be a hot take. I think he's a starter for Allegri at this moment in time. I think he prefers him over Fagioli.
He started him when he was 19.
I still believe like, in Allegri's head, he's like, I want Miretti to be that guy. Not that he
Mm.
hates Fagioli, but that's just my opinion. The feeling I have when he talks about both players, the actions in terms of playing them, blah blah blah, all those things. My feeling is he prefers Miretti over Fagioli at this moment in time. And people in the comments might say why. Why is a good question, because performance wise, probably Fagioli has outperformed Miretti.
But they're also
Impact.
different. Why
They're
not both?
they're Then you need to drop Rabiot, and that's not gonna happen.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
just not gonna happen unless he drops Locatelli and plays for Jolly there. But it's also not gonna happen. But
yeah.
Miretti had a good game. I was watching on the Belgian broadcast this time, and I think it was like close to halftime. It was almost halftime, and I thought it was just a recording of me playing, and he said, like, because Miretti received the ball in front of the edge of the box, and he played it like he squared it very nicely to, I thought it was McKennie, like, first touch, and he said, like, wow, it's unbelievable, but this kid is always open. Like, he's always open, and nobody is anywhere near him. And he said, I don't know how he does that, but it's a great quality to have at age just 20, because his awareness is on point.
Yeah.
Like, it's beautiful to see, because it's very tough to mark him, because somehow, some way, he's open. He's open, and I don't know how he does it. It's just he has it. Period. His end product needs to improve, but I thought yesterday or Saturday it was much better, in my opinion.
All he needs is experience. That's all he needs. Really, technically, he's there. His head is there. He just needs some experience. I trust him.
I,
he can start every game. It's fine.
I think it will come good at the end. Like it will take time. I get it. People say he needs a goal. I think that will help. Like it will help to get that, like, get that off your shoulder. Like oof, it's
Yeah,
gone.
Saturday as well. He had one
Yeah,
curve
I thought it was going
shot.
in. The moment he he hit it, and then yeah, you can see it was going off. But like maybe that's what he need. Maybe he's putting pressure on himself. Like I need to have that assist, or I need to have that goal. And maybe that's why he's pushing. But again, on Saturday, I didn't think he pushed. I agree he got subbed off because he was gonna get a red card with that
Yeah,
ref.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
he
The
could have
ref is
just
insane.
he could have just slightly touched a player. He would have got sent off the way that the ref was moving. So I get that. That was perfectly fine. And Fajoli came in. I thought it was good. Like
Yeah,
reading the game in front of the box, like he helped us big time towards the end. Like he was extremely calm, composed, played out from the back, just not just booting it away. So I thought it was important when he came on for Jordi. So good for him as well. But let's move on to the last part of the show, and that's the two guys up top. Um,
7 goals.
yeah, I remember like first preseason game. I said and Vlahovic wasn't playing, but I was live. I think I was with Justin watch along. I said like we need him and Vlahovic to drag this team. If you not to top four, like they can have an okay season to get top four in my opinion, but they need to have an extremely great season to potentially challenge or like make it a respectable title race potentially. And this far, 7 goals in 4 games, and I think they have like 3 assists combined or 4 assists as well
Yeah,
between each other as well.
yeah,
Is it's maybe more than we were expecting, no? Or maybe
yeah,
just as about, but because we had some doubts, is Chiesa 100? Is Vlahovic 100? And Vlahovic looks 100% fit, like um, he does. But somebody said,
so
somebody said like, ah, look what it does to play a different way. I agree, but for Vlahovic, I think it does a lot being injury free as
yeah.
well.
He's a big dude, and if he has some muscle injury, it's a lot harder for him to move around and stuff. And but what I wanted to say is, I didn't think, but now I see a real chance that they're gonna have 35 goals amongst each other. You know?
Combined, the two of them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay, so both like 70, 18. I said like Vlahovic needs to get 20 in Syria.
yeah. But
Uh,
I think I predicted 20 or 19 or something for Vlahovic. But I never thought that Chiesa would get 15 for some reason. I don't know. I didn't have faith, but now I have for sure.
yeah, he looks
He
on
looks
it.
good.
He looks
Yeah,
really, really good. Like the link up is working.
yeah.
For now it's looking good, but those Vlahovic goals because and I agree like with people's like if you play let him face let him face the goal with his face towards goal and not with his back towards goal like last season. Hold up play. He's not good at it. Like it will look like last season if you ask that for 90 minutes. If you want that, then yes, you should have got
Lukaku
Lukaku.
is good at it.
Yeah,
Lukaku is better at other things.
but you can
Vlahovic is
see
awesome.
when you get him in front of goal, facing the goal, he is on point. Because that first goal was class. Like it
Yeah,
dropped like everything. I was like, wow. That second goal was world class. Control
yeah,
with a defender, push it aside a little bit, and just put it away perfectly. Those two goals were like world class type of goals, like world class striker type of goals, because they weren't easy. Like they were not
yeah,
easy goals. Last season, he would not have scored those. Like low confidence, not fit. Like he would have lost that ball on the second one, and the first one he would have scuffed or something like that.
hmm
But he's ready. He
yeah.
looks ready.
The first goal reminded me. I don't know. Trezeguet scored many of these.
Yeah, he did. Like he did.
Yeah. And the second one, I'm not sure, but any of our Del Piero, Tevez, whatever, all of the legends would score similar goals. So it was class, real class, both of them. Not like a corner header or something, or a cross or something. I mean, a cross, but like really technical finishes. Really nice, really nice.
He looks like obviously like injuries, no injuries, obviously. but he looks extremely happy to play as well. Like last
Yeah,
season, he looked depressed. Like he looked like us. Like he looked like us on that pitch. He looked extremely depressed, and he was like, I need to be out here. You know. Now it's like, okay, I'm out here, and he does a lot of like defensively. I think he's a striker. People say like whatever, but he's key. Like defensively, he does a lot of tracking back and stuff like that. So, um, like an attitude completely flip. And I don't think people say, oh, it's because they wanted to move him for Lukaku. I don't think he's
imagine.
built. I don't think he was. I don't think he's built like that. I don't think he's out there and be like, I'm gonna show you guys. You wanted to
Yeah,
move him for Lukaku. I think he's just happy to be here because well, he
yeah,
supported the club and he wants to win, and that's
yeah.
how he plays as well. You know, when he scores, how the way he celebrates, he's just
Imagine if you
happy.
sold him for Lukaku. Imagine, yo.
Yeah, that
Or
like
don't imagine. No, 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 don't.
that
It's
that was so
insane.
yeah
But yeah, yeah, I love his connection with the fans, and how we talked about it already, but how he's motivating the teammates after a goal, or after an offside goal or something. And he's really good. And now he's healthy, and now he's scoring goals. Wow, what a surprise. Same with Chiesa, and I never thought that he would be as good as before the injury. I will knock on wood,
it's
but wow.
it's like his as yeah, knock on wood, he's getting there, you know.
Yeah.
Like fitness wise, I think that's the most important thing. Like ability, it's almost similar, like it's close to similar.
Fitness
um
wise as well, he's pushing more and more every
yeah,
game. He's
fitness wise, I think
yeah,
that was most important because I think last season as well, like fitness, I think at one point he wanted, but he couldn't. And I thought it
yeah,
was like for him that might have been frustrating, and that's why the level of play at times was very sloppy. It's only like the only criticism I have for him is he needs to look up a little bit more
yeah,
because he
yeah.
can pick up so many more passes, like he can. And
Agree.
Allegri said it after the game, and he keeps saying it. He has all the abilities. If he looks up and remains calm, he could have had more. He will have more assists, you know. But I think he needs to learn that, you know, and he will probably. Um, but yeah, man,
Yeah,
like I'm just pleased. You know, it's sad that we don't play Champions League because this week is Champions League. It's sad that we don't play in Europe. Like it's been a long time. Like it feels very unnatural. You know, it feels very boring, like it does. But we need to deal with it this season. We need to prepare for Sassuolo away, a game we should win. You know, I will do the preview towards the end of the end of the season, end of the week. But like, there shouldn't be any excuse. You should be beating Sassuolo.
yeah.
You
I
should.
watched the Frosinone game. Sassuolo is nothing. I watched our boys. Sule was amazing.
Yeah, I haven't watched. I watched the highlights from Sule. It looked good, but yeah, you need to beat Sassuolo. Like you need to like. I'm so like so far start of the season. I'm like okay. I'm so frustrated that we dropped 2 points to Bologna.
Yeah,
Like that's just very frustrating. Like
maybe, but maybe it was needed. I don't know.
yeah,
Maybe, I don't know.
let's see. Let's see if it was needed. But this game
Yeah,
was cool. It was cool. Happy. It's good to go into the week with no stress so far. Unless you know we wake up tomorrow or today and breaking news that another guy is suing us. Who knows? Like they're
and
all doing it, so
yeah,
why not?
and now let's wait for Inter and Milan to drop points because of Champions League tiredness,
I
rotation.
think Milan will drop more points. I think Inter have a very good squad.
Yeah,
I think Milan also have a good squad, but it needs a gel. You know,
yeah,
so it might cost them more than not um, than the others. But yeah, you know, like Roma play, Lazio play, Fiorentina play. I'm gonna watch Fiorentina game on Thursday at the stadium. Um,
nice.
but they all play, you know. Lazio, I said Lazio. They're all playing, so uh, it should be an advantage. Like it should, you know, um, because the teams that are playing they don't have that much. Like they don't have big squads. Like when we did it, it wasn't a problem because we had big squads in the past. But even last season, you can see that was an issue. Like it became an issue the last couple of seasons. You know, the
Yeah,
squads weren't quality wise that big, and playing every 3 games like it costs us injuries, all those
yeah.
things. So let's see. But we're gonna wrap this one up because my voice is almost gone. Like it's completely gone now. So I'm gonna wrap it up. Thanks everybody for watching. Again, apologies that it could not be live. I will try to sort it out. It's a YouTube issue. It's not a personal issue over here at our end. So I'll try to figure it out. Thanks Norbert for joining on a pre-record, first pre-recorded video. Um, but yeah, like, subscribe. I will be back live hopefully on Tuesday/Wednesday, and we will be back live for a breakdown of the game on Sunday because we play Saturday. So on Sunday. Uh, Thanks everyone for watching, and see you guys in the week. Ciao.